Leave me alone. I'm on the video right now. Leave me alone. Okay, here I go. Skateboarding the Beckham Bridge. Okay. Okay, walking up the bridge. Sidewalk here. Wait for a second. Jump on my board, my skateboard. Skateboard down. Skateboard down. Skateboard down. Skateboard down. Skateboard down. Roll off. Okay, jump up right here. I just start. Let's see. Okay, so I've gotta punch my skateboard at least 150 times. So over here, walking on my skateboard. Actually, I went through this parking lot. I went over here. Okay, so kept walking, over here. Sure, hit my skateboard over and over again. So almost 100 times of me hitting my skateboard. Walking. Jump across the street. Let's see, Front Street. Okay, and I kept going with my skateboard. I took a right on Broadway. Skateboard on the right side of the sidewalk. I kept punching my board, punching my board, punching my board. Over 100, at least 70 times. So I skateboarded that. Got on my skateboard, skateboarded that. And then kept going down. My fist was bleeding. So I kept going down. Kept Kept walking down with my skateboard. Okay. Sharp punch my skateboard back again. Right around here. And I kept going walking down the sidewalk. Okay. Okay. Punch my skateboard, punch my skateboard, punch my skateboard. At least like every 10 feet. So I'm pretty sure that was over 50 hits with my fist. Or both of my fists. So I put my blue latex gloves on because I don't want my fists getting dirty. And then I'm walking down, still walking down the skateboard. Okay, I walk down, and I keep walking down this sidewalk. Walk down the sidewalk. Okay, I'm walking down the sidewalk. Okay, I'm walking down the sidewalk. Then walking down the sidewalk right here. Start flipping out. Watching this lady walk around here. Right here. Well, actually, she was like, where was she? She was right here. Okay. Lady was right here. I was right here. I seen the vehicle swerve, hit the curb, come down, or swerve like around here and come down. So I jump across the street. The woman's right here, someone right here. I jump, I drop my skateboard, pull her jacket to get her away from the vehicle. Right here, I stop. The whole time I'm having my right hand to the traffic, stopping traffic. She gets freaked out. After telling her, before I pulled her jacket, I was like, we're about to get hit, lady. And then because I looked back at the traffic to see if we were really going to get hit, so I dropped my skateboard because we were really about to get hit. And then I pulled her jacket right here. I put my hand to the traffic, and the next thing you know, she runs across the street. Okay, right here. Okay, looks back with both of my hands toward the traffic, and then she runs this vehicle and this vehicle stops. They all stop, and then she's in the median. She looks back, she sees me, and then this part, they all stop. She gets over here. She runs over here. Okay, tells a peace officer that I tried to kidnap her and all this other stuff or whatever. She calls the police. Well, I just grabbed my skateboard and I just walked off. And then, while at the scene, police officers, so I'm walking with my skateboard. Okay, so the two officers that were over here, they walk across the street. They're walking right here. They see me over here with the skateboard. And they're like, oh, that's him. Let's apprehend him. So they run across the street. They notice I have blue gloves on and my fists are bleeding. And then I have a skateboard with me. So Tired Police Department comes. And then they pull in. And they search me right here at this parking lot. And then they ask me what's happening. I tell them I just came back from Washington, D.C., meeting Michelle Obama and all this other stuff. I'm attending a homeless veteran prevention paneling at the Wilson Building and all this other stuff. And, you know, I'm in shock and everything because, you know, I've been punching my board for the past 2 hours and skateboarding around, and I'm in shock. And then they asked me about something. And I said, well, I seen two men walking, but really the two men that I saw was really right here, and I was in shock and having Tourette's and stuff. And then I started shouting out, I want to make arrests, and they're like all laughing at me and stuff, and while I'm having Tourette's and in shock. And then the man brings me from this vehicle, puts me in a vehicle, and then the woman identifies me. They bring her over here from her 911 call, and his statement saying that they saw me pull her behind a fence. But that officer did not say anything about my skateboard, didn't say anything about me stopping traffic, didn't say anything about that. And on top of that, they rushed her all the way over here, okay, to verify me as a kidnapper, okay? And then the officer takes me so she looks at me. The officer says, is this the guy, and then the whole time I'm like, I need medical help. So we go, where do we go? We go straight over here. 206 Elm Street. So, I don't know which building it is. I think it's the 206 building. This don't look like the 206 building. Nope, it's over here. This is where they burned me. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So they bring me in there. They put me upstairs. Well, they put me in holding. Well, whole time I'm holding, I have bleeding hands. I don't know what's going on. I'm pissed off. They put me in a detox tank, because I tell them I'm going to shoot the fuck out of them. And then they mace me unconsciously. I wake up screaming. And then, then they put me in the officer asked me if I was suicidal. I was like, hell yeah, I'm suicidal. That motherfucker's trying to kill me. So then they put me in a cell without my clothes on, okay, with rust and lead and all this other stuff. And then they put me in a lockdown tank on the second floor. And then I get piss thrown on me. And then they feed me roaches, and then they have roaches in the cell on 2H. So I was like, okay, well, damn it. And then let's see. I keep telling Anderws Center at the medic, I'm like, man, I'm seriously injured. And then I fall off a bunk, a 6-foot bunk, and then they drag me on the floor, 2 feet on the floor after I fall in this jail. And then the jailers drag me 2 feet, okay, for EMS to come in there, transport me to ETMC the wrong way. This man picked me up by himself, by my neck and my knees, instead of putting me on a stretcher after I fell. And then I got to ETMC, And then I woke up. I'm like, no, I can pee. And then I get right by a catheter. And then on top of that, I get transported to, okay, so I get bonded out, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. And then I go to the, let's see, we go to the Smith County Courthouse, later that year. And, let's see, who was the judge? First they tried to give me a actual kidnapping charge. And then I was like, y'all are fucking messed up. Y'all are truly messed up. Okay, so, look at this. Okay, so that's the courthouse, right? Okay, so, we're over here, right? Okay? So, I'm bonding out, right? I bonded out. And then, my own attorney was stupid enough to tell me, we caught you on video, and all this other stuff, right in this courthouse. So, we're in the law library. He puts his hand on me and says, this is an unlawful restraint. You see this video? We caught you on video. I thought you were supposed to be my public defender, bro. You are tripping me out. So I come back in the courthouse for a court hearing. So my dumbass attorney put me on trial, okay, to do a trial. Right after, let's see, I just came out of the mental hospital twice. So then, we go to trial, and during the trial, I'm in the courtroom, and I'm about to have a heart attack. Like, straight up, about to have a heart attack. And my attorney's like, are you on any type of medicine? And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, man? Huh? Why are we talking about this now? And then, then they dismiss it, okay? And then, my attorney says, okay, well, you already did 2 months in jail, okay? You bonded out. You're on pre-bond. We want you to turn yourself in. So I'm in, after April 2016, I intake myself in a mental hospital almost for like many times, 3 mental hospitals. And then I get to my last mental hospital in January, and my attorney says, you have to turn yourself in. I'm like, okay. So I turn myself in. And then, so I turn myself in. I'm in the jail and everything. And, and then on top of that, the competent doctor is asking me what's going on and what's wrong. Are you incompetent during your criminal charge? Were you competent? I was like, well, I don't know. If you call this competent, that's fine. But either way it looks at it, this judge is going to have criminal charges. And this officer that arrested me is I'm about to pin criminal charges on them from the federal judge. Whenever you lie to the Texas State Bar Association and you tamper with evidence and written statements that don't have evidence in there, or statements for me during a crime, and I show my medical records in front of the federal judge, this judge here, and this attorney and this arresting officer is going to be transported and summoned into the federal courthouse in front of the federal judge. And I can press criminal charges. And all 3 of them can go to jail. Now, what I can do is I can go over here and bring it to court and show them my medical records. Or I can, and the police reports. Or I can just go ahead and just say hell with it. Federal. Someone's in the federal courtroom. Okay, so, let me see. What other laws did they break? First of all, you can't touch a disabled person inside the courtroom, especially if they're a public defender. And you're trying to show me that I committed a crime when I didn't commit a crime. Okay, so, now, another thing is, Oh yeah, that's what I'm missing. So that's basically it. I mean, nothing really. Just that I'm on, and I was on in Vegas Sustena injections during my turn myself in incarceration for a charge that I didn't do, and then I get back, I turn myself in, and they bring me back to the jail. Okay, they bring me back to the jail after I turn myself in. Okay, I'm under injections for psychological problems. Sustena, 234 milligram injections. Okay, and I'm having seizures. I'm having tremors and everything in the jail on the second floor in the lockdown tank. And they're trying to figure out, the nurse is trying to figure out, what's wrong with you? Nothing, man. Nothing. Why are you shaking? There's something wrong with you. Like, there's nothing wrong with me, man. I'm on injections, okay? So, the whole time, I'm seeing the nurse. For almost 8 months, I was in a suicide cell without no clothes on, in a nasty cell, with rust, mold in the showers. I mean, lead paint everywhere on the second floor. Every single cell on the second floor on 206 East Elm Street has mold in it. Every single shower. And lead paint. So, I mean, either way it goes, someone's about to be arrested for these slavery charges, torture charges. So, I don't know if I want to press criminal charges on the administrator himself for the jail or the judge. But either way it goes, the arresting officer is going to be sued, and the judge is going to be sued, the lawyer's going to be sued, and the administration officer over this facility is going to be sued regardless this year. And this is how it's going to look inside the county courthouse or the federal courthouse, in front of the federal judge or another county judge, to show them the defendants of this facility and of the courthouse that lied to the State Bar Association. And on top of that, medical records lied also by transporting me from this facility.